Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna spend some time configure the hot standby roller protocol, which is one of the first of redundancy that we're using today. For people who doesn't know what does mean exactly, the first of redundancy protocol is simply like this word says, a single name, First Hope Redundancy Protocol, stand for a standby rolling. That means if you are, for example, on the network, you have like multiple machine, or you're working in an enterprise, you're reaching the internet, you're using different way to reach the internet, you have a different roller that could be set up as a redundant roller. For example, if one roller goes off or go down, let's example, this roller here goes down, your network activity should still be able to reach these addresses, because the first redundancy, what it does, it will give you the possibility to reach your destination regardless the problem what happened in the line. You can go this line instead of the other line. So for example, I try to reach the address 250.50.02 from this PC. In case of this line goes down, I still be able to reach it by going in the opposite direction that way, and then from here to here. So that's the role of the first of redundancy. So we're gonna work on it now. Let's begin. So our three roller, 1, 2, 3, 4 roller has been yet configured to reach this network successfully. So we can see the roaring table. If I go to the roller 1, just to check if we can reach this destination, I type ping 200.50.50.2. As you can see, we succeed 100% reaching the network. And now likewise, I can try from the roller 2 to reach this destination by typing, let's go to the roller 2, by typing ping 200.50.50.2, and I still succeed. But in our topology, the roller has been set up correctly, but we have not yet set up BC1 and PC2. So this is what we're gonna work on it first. So we need to set up the addresses of the PC1 first. This address will be set up there, and the default gateway as well. The default gateway need to be the same for both PC as well. It's going to be the same default gateway we'll be using for our virtual machine and virtual IP addresses on the roller. So let's go to the PC one, set up the IP addresses, IP 10.10.10.3, following by the subnet mask. And the gateway, remember, the gateway need to be the same for both. Let's choose 10.10.10.1. Then, okay, has been done. Let's check it out. Our address. As you can see, we successfully set up our IP address, default gateway, and subnet mask correctly. Let's switch on the PC2 this time. So we're going to work on these addresses, setting out on the PC2. IP 10.10.10.5, following by the subnet mask. And the address for the PC2 here is good, 255.255.0, and following by the default gateway. Remember, it should be the same, 10.10.10.1. And we done our configuration. Let's check it quickly. Show IP. As you can see, we successfully set up our IP address and subnet for the PC2 as well. Now we need to work on what they call the First Hope Redundancy, where to set up our configuration of Hot Standby Router Protocol, HSRP. We're going to do that between those two routers, router 1 and router 2. So both need to be set up, the HSRP, to help our PC to communicate from these IP addresses without problem. So let's do that. Just do that on the PC, on the router 1. I will switch on the router 1, the terminal. So configuration, we need to go to the configuration mode. And then from here, I go to the interface. Our interface, we need to work on the router 1, need to be this interface here, which is here, the fast Ethernet 00. So we need to set up interface. And IP, we need to tap the standby command, standby IP. And remember, this address needs to be the same address that we put as a default gateway for both PC. 10.10.10.1. And we're not done yet. We need to put also the priority. The default value for the priority on the HSRP is 100. But we need to put more than 100 if we choose this router to be the preferred router. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be choosing this router as our preferred router. I put a value more than 100. So let's do that. Priority, standby, following by priority, and then number 105. I choose 105. You can choose any value up on 100. It should be okay. Or let's see, we make the mistake by typing standby. You're supposed to type standby priority 105, which should be okay. And now we have another thing. What happens when this router goes down and our backup router take the turn to follow or to forward the traffic, the packet? When in some reason this line is get back again, the router won't be able to switch directly to the previous router as a preferred route. To be able to make it happen, we need to type the command preemption, which is going to help us when in some reason our line gets down and get up after a couple hour, we still be able to switch directly to the preferred route. So to do that, we need to type this command, standby preempt. And that's it. So we're done for the router 1. We've done our configuration. To take a quick look, we need just to type show standby. As you can see, the state is active now. And if you look around, we have our preemption enabled, which is good. And the virtual IP address, which is there, it shows correctly. So everything is just fine. And now let's switch on the router 2. So we need to do the same thing for the router 2 from this interface, fast Ethernet 0/0 on the router 2. So to do that, let's go on the terminal and type configuration mode and interface fast Ethernet 0/0. And now we type standby IP 10.10.10.1. Let's see, let's make sure. Again, standby. We need to type standby. 10.10.10.1. Okay, so standby happy 10.10.10.1, following by the priority standby priority. Remember, we put the other one priority on 105. This time we're going to choose a value lower than 105 if we want this to be just the backup roller. So the priority will be, let's put example 101, which is lower than 105. And then following by the preempt command, standby preempt, and that's it. So we're practically done with the roller 2. As you can see, this is not a roller. This shows that we have our HSRP enabled and the state has been changed. So the buff roller is communicated and it shows that this is the standby roller. So that is like a backup roller. If the roller 1 goes down, this roller is going to take advantage to work on the same way. It's like a backup roller. And that's what it did actually. So now I'm going to test the ping from PC1. From PC1, I'm trying to ping this address here. This is what I'm going to do now. So let's switch on this PC1. Let's clear the screen. Make it more. Yes. Now I try to ping the address. Ping 200.50.50.2. And you can see we can reach this address without problem. Now, the question is, how can we reach this address and which path are we taking? Which direction? We need to find out which direction. Let's type the tracer command. Trace 200.50.50.2. As you can see in our tracer command, the path we're taking to reach all those up, 1, 2, 3, 3 ops, we're taking this path 10.10.10.10. So which is this address is here. We are taking this path and we're going to the direction, the follow path, we're going to this direction, 10.10.10.20. This is another direction, 10.10.10.20, which is here. And over here, we're going to 10 on 200.10.2.2, which is here. So we have two. The first is the 210.10.10.10, the first route. This is the second path, the third path to reach our destination. But let's make example. For example, this line is go down. For example, let's make this line go down, this line. From here, we're going to break this line to see if we still be able to reach from the PC1, we still be able to reach these addresses. Just let's do that. I'm going to the roller 1. Let's clear the screen. So I'll go to the interface. Interface fast 0.0. So I'm gonna shut down the interface. Shut down. As you can see, our interface, the state has been changed to down, from up to down. So now the question is, are we still be able to ping these addresses from the PC1? The question is yes, normally. Why? Because our first redundancy should take advantage to change the other way. So to test it, let's go on the PC1 to make sure if we can still reach it. Now we're gonna type ping, then 200.50.50.2, and you can see, surprisingly, we can still reach it. We the question is, which path are we taking necessary really to reach it? To find out, let's type the trace route again to see the differences. So now you can see we're still reaching the address, but there is a differences now. Look at first trace route give us the first priority from 10.10.10.10. Now, in the second trace route, we are no more going to the 10.10.10 directly. We are going from 10.10.10.20 instead of. So that is something already changed because this line gets down. And if we go also on the PC2, we can still reach the addresses ping 200.50.50.2. You can see we can still able to reach path PC, still reaching this destination. And if we look at the path that is going to take as well, we will notice that it's still taking the same path, the preferred route, 10.10.20, because it's no more the prefer is now the first route, route one is no more the preferred route because the line is go down. For some reason now let's try to turn on the line that was broken, like route one. Let's switch it on by tapping no shutdown. The state is now up. And now let's go back again on the PC1. This time let's do again trace route. From the PC1, let's clean this. So I'm gonna do trace route 250.50.2. You can see now this time the preferred route is back. Now the 10.10.10.10.10. So now we get back automatically because the preemption command is working. Because our line is no anymore broken. Now it's still okay. But if some reason, let's type also the PC2. We need to reach the same destination from the PC2. We see also the preferred route will still be the 10.10.10.10. To prove it, let's do it right now. Being 200.50.50.2, we can still reach it. And if I tap the threshold, you see the preferred route for the router to the PC2 still taking the same preferred route as the PC1. So that means it works. And like we did on the PC1, we can do that on the PC2 also. Let's break the line again. From here, let's break the line, put it down. So to do that, let's go to the router 1 and let's clear the screen. So config, shut down. So I break the line again. And from the PC2, I try to press out from the address. And we see now we're taking a different path. We're taking 10.10.10.20 now to reach this address. We're taking this path now, that time. So that shows that our first hope redundancy worked just perfectly, and we're still reaching the address, which is here. So that means we successfully made it. So we did it. That's it for this demonstration.